This is a story about an old car and a stupid guy. Because the good ideas are usually the boring ones. Because hey, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay guys, today is a big day because today it's the beginning of episode 2 of Escape to the East, and I guess it's time for me to change the name to Escape to the West, because after having a quite close look at Eastern Europe and also Central Asia and Russia, I thought I'll treat myself with a tour towards the west. So right now I'm heading towards Switzerland, towards Basel, followed by France, followed by Spain, and I guess Portugal after that. And you know, I didn't tell anybody yet, it's still not official, but staying in Europe is quite nice, but also a bit boring at some point. So the plan will be continue probably towards Morocco and then have a small look at Africa as well. I have to say I have a lot of respect for Africa, so I still have to, I don't know, figure out with myself how far I want to drive in Africa and which countries I want to visit. So I guess it won't be across Africa to South Africa, as some of you asked me to do, but let's see where we end up. As I don't want to bore you with too many details about driving through Germany. I mean, at the end of the day there's some autobahn and that's it, and I'm not going that fast because of my rooftop tent, like 110, 120 maybe maximum, but then it gets quite windy, so I don't like to go too quick. But now I'm only about 30 kilometers away from the Swiss border, and I'll have a small look at some waterfalls from the Rhine River, which is supposed to be quite beautiful, before heading to Basel later on. So progress is good. Okay, leaving Germany. We made it to Switzerland, and I'm right in front of Europe's biggest waterfalls, the Rhine Falls. And it's absolutely beautiful here, especially with the sun. It's absolutely perfect. Okay guys, we are not making too many stops in Switzerland because Switzerland is not too far away. But I mean, look at this view. I just have to make a small vlog here because I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. Right now I'm heading towards the Furka Pass, and maybe another Furka Pass because it's kind of famous. There's this Hotel Belvedere, abandoned hotel at one of the hairpins, and it's a quite famous, popular photo spot for car enthusiasts. So I'm pretty much looking forward to that. But for now, I'm still enjoying the ride, getting there. Okay guys, so this mountain pass is just absolutely breathtaking. I mean, look at this road. Just zooming up the mountain. James Bond vibes, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen this film actually right on this dam of Skyfall or so. I'm not sure, I'm not really good at that type of stuff, but it's a special here. So we made it to this legendary place, and I met Xavier, one of our followers, who came with his Aston. And of course you have to take a few photos. Really nice guy. Already had a small tour with this amazing V12. Absolutely great. Hey guys, I woke up at this amazing spot. It was pretty cold, I think about 2 degrees at night. And yeah, I won't say I'm the only one here. I think all these small cars here, people hiking somewhere. And then there's some campers here and there on this big parking lot. And I mean, look, it's directly the glacier. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, so today we had again many beautiful mountain roads, but I mean, everybody knows Swiss, so I didn't film that much. And now it's getting a bit adventurous again. You can see in the background it's sunset already, and I found a good camping spot, but it was a bit boring, so now I'm heading up as far as I can on a really small mountain road, which is supposed to be a dead end, but it just goes on and on and on. And I think it looks quite promising, because I mean, we do have this side quest It's actually one of the main quests to have everyday amazing camping spots. And the problem is that yesterday the glacier was just absolutely breathtaking. So let's see if we can top it somehow or get somewhere close at least today. Okay guys, we did it again. I mean, look at that. I don't think I have to comment that, do I? Okay guys, a small recap from the last days. Basically I spent a bit more time in Switzerland and the French Alps as well as planned, because the Alps are just absolutely beautiful. The mountains, I mean, I had amazing camps, amazing mountain roads. But now I basically made it to the seaside. I'm not so far from Marseille. And the quest of finding a good camping spot goes on. And you can already see it's quite bumpy here, because right now I'm trying to find a nice camping spot close to the sea, and this road goes on like this for about 8 kilometers, so reminds me a bit of the Pyrenees highway, just without mountains. Okay, Theodor and me are somewhere in France, but almost in Spain, quite close to the Spanish border. And once again we made it, found a beautiful spot. I'll put up the tent later. And right here you can see, this way, the old fortification. And I saw that behind these trees there's a bigger fortification, and now I think I'll go and have a small look at that, because it's always good to explore some stuff. I think there's no path, so we'll have to go some off-road. Let's go. Yeah, there's a small project. The fortress is up here, and it's a small way to go. We cross some bushes, and now we'll go past the grips behind me. Okay, it's really close up well. Let's see if we can get in this compound. Okay guys, it was easy. There's a fence here. It was open bit I could pass, and I'm already standing in the entrance of the fort. Let's go and have a look. Okay, it's like a labyrinth here. It goes on and on. I hope I won't meet any spooky people here. Okay, it's full of these tunnels here going in all directions. And I'm also really directly next to the seaside. So yeah, it includes a nice view or some sailing boats. Okay guys, I think I basically saw everything. There are all these tunnels, but they don't go very deep. They just go like all around the surface of the mountain. Then here there's some small buildings on top, but there's nothing really inside. And behind me is actually the point of the small hill around which the fortification is built. Okay, my good friend Dirk and me on the Pyrenees. And we're running because we just explored the shitty paths going up the mountain. And now we're back at Theodor and we'll try to drive it. But it's quite a challenge, so let's see if that works. Okay guys, so this road is really challenging. And we just walked up, Dirk and me. That's Dirk. Hi. And we thought, not sure if we can make it. And now we drive. And it actually works super well. I don't know how Theodor does that. He's an absolute undercover off-road machine. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's also very steep. I have to drive in the first gear, and sometimes it's hard. Okay guys, small update from the Pyrenees. This is snow on my shoulder. I just got up, it's about 7:30. This is about the
sunrise to start, and it is cold. I think it was about -1 tonight, and now, yeah, a little bit of snow is coming down. Yeah, Kirk is sleeping in the tent. I slept on the roof, and it's it's pretty beautiful, but freezing here. Okay, guys, so small warming up in the car. I have to say, folding the tent in this weather is just so painful because the hands, they get so painful. I'm not sure if it's only the cold air and the cold tent, but also that you work on about this height, so the blood circulation isn't so good, but they get so cold and it's so painful, so I have to warm up a bit. And at the meantime, it's actually snowing outside. Not sure whether you can see it on the camera, but yeah, it's a new record. Snow while folding the tent. Ay. Okay guys, we are back on the road. I was a few days in Berlin. Sold gold Porsche. All good things have to come to an end someday. And now I'm back on the road heading towards the Atlantic Ocean. But before that, there are still some desert areas to check out, which I'll check out tomorrow. And right now I'm heading straight to a camping spot because it was a long day. I took an early flight from Berlin to Barcelona where Theodor was waiting for me at the airport. So I'm quite happy to have an early evening. Okay, so I made it to Pyrenees Reales, which is an amazing, beautiful desert-like or semi-desert landscape with amazing stone formations. So let's go and check that out. I mean, look at it. And you can see all these kind of canyons or something behind me. It's absolutely quiet here. Some small little house standing here. Not quite sure what that's about. Looks kind of rough and authentic. And maybe I made Theodor a bit dirty on the way here. But it's just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, let's go and check it out. Okay, we like challenges, and this is like a very steep little bit. And down here it's kind of muddy and looks slippery. But of course, we'll give it a try. It's not like Theodor's clean right now. And see what happens. I'm not sure it can work. Yeah, it was about as amazing as expected. Even took out the drone for a few shots and hit a perfect spot for a lunch with a great view. Okay guys, I did it again. Found a great spot to camp. You can see Theodor was standing right here and we're directly at the Atlantic Ocean. And that's actually what the Romans called the end of the world here, because you cannot really go any further west, on land at least. And before the United States were found, that was the end of the world, and it actually feels like it. It's very, very sinister, grey, lonely, and absolutely beautiful here. But Theodor's waiting. Let's go back to the car. Okay guys, I made it to Portugal. That's not Theodor. Theodor is right here. And then there's also a sofa at the seaside. Absolutely great camping spot at the end of the world. Yeah, good to be in Portugal. It's still a bit rainy. I hope my tent will dry. And tomorrow I'll head to Porto and have 2 days in Porto, outside of the car for a change. I have not been very active giving updates the last days because, I mean, you know, Theodor and I, we're traveling through Western Europe. It's beautiful here, it's sunny, but it's also not exactly that adventurous. I hope it's okay that we're not being that active here. It's also a small creative break for me. Before, Theodor and I are heading to Dakar. The next big destination is Senegal. Now it's the middle of October, and at the end of the month I want to cross over to Morocco and then head towards the south. But for now I organized today, it's Sunday, the first little car meeting in Western Europe, in Lisbon. And I'm heading there right now before the car meeting, which will be at 11. Now it's 8:30. I will have a small meeting with some guy who has a car channel, Icons TV. We have a small interview, small photo session. Okay, arriving at the location, and I can already see a E34, and I think it's actually even an M5. That's the guys from Icon TV. Looking forward. I like what I see. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Good to meet you, man.
Cool.
Hey.
My friend Miguel.
Emmanuel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, this is my ship box. It's a bit.
Oh, fucking hell.
rust-wet.
Honestly, I like it. I mean, you know, as long as it's not full of rust falling apart, like some
Yeah.
dents and stuff, it experienced
Yeah, it
something,
says,
huh?
Patin.
Okay, believe it or not, the M5 is our camera car today. That's pretty premium. I mean, that's the coolest camera car ever, huh? I mean, look at the setup. Absolutely perfect. I don't know if you know this BMW advertisement where there's some speed workout in the United States on one of these flat salt lakes, and then the speed run is over and you see that the camera car was the M5. That kind of reminds me of that, except that I'm not very fast. Because Central Asia for me is a region of the world that's not very known to many people. Many people don't know about this region. And if you want to go there, you need some time. So I quit my job in spring, and now I had the time to actually do a big tour. So I thought if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. And I took the car that stood in front of my door and left. Yeah, this guy's called Theodor. It's a 1988 E34. So one of the first E34s. He has a good old M20 B20 engine. So it's the old engine generation.